Would you give any tips to a first-time investor from a real estate point of view? Anything that you've come across that are new investors, besides get your finance done?
Yeah, have your finance sorted before you start. Know roughly what you can afford, but also, I guess, to be open to options. A lot of young investors, if it's their first property, they're listening to dear old Uncle Bob that knows everything.
Just maybe the professionals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, do your research and be open. Some people say, oh, I'll only buy a brick home. Now, I've got a weatherboard home that I had to paint 10 years later, but now 10 years later, I've put out $4,000, but I've got the whole house painted externally, $4,000. That's a tax deduction for me. Yeah, being open to options. And as I said, houses with swimming pools, houses that aren't brick. There is a tenant for every house. It surprises me, again, before I was in real estate, I'm blown away at what we lease out. So one thing that I come across a lot where a family will say to me, oh, we're thinking about buying our first investment property. The house that we're living in, we might rent this one out and we'll buy something else. And I find if people have lived in the home, they're probably not the best landlords for their own property because there's too much
emotional connection. Yeah.
Attached.
Think numbers, not emotions.
Yeah, so I often say, always have a chat to your accountant first, because if you've lived in it and you've only got a small mortgage on it, then that may not be the best tax benefits for you. So many times I hear people say, oh, I think we're going to get you to rent this one out. And then I say, how would you feel seeing this as a rental property? You can't visit it every day you want, right? You've got access to, well, technically twice a year. We allow 4 visits per year. The girls do 2.